want to ask you about that next mission, Artemis II. But first, I should note that the Washington Post, obviously, we cover space. We have a news series called the New Space Age that just came out this week. And so I encourage the viewers to check that out. Director Wyche, tell me a little bit about, were there any surprises in how Orion worked or how the SLS rocket worked in this first mission? And then a quick follow-up is, when do we go again, or when do you send astronauts on a lunar orbit?
Yeah, well, I will tell you the big surprise was how flawlessly everything worked. When it's a first flight, you're expecting that you're going to have some issues and you're ready to do a lot of troubleshooting of anomalies. And guess what? We didn't have a whole lot of those. The systems performed just like they were designed and demonstrated their capability. So I would say maybe that was a big surprise because even now, I just cannot believe just how great the mission went. Because of that, like I said, though, we do have to get everything back. Now the spacecraft is back in Florida, and the avionics boxes, some of the subsystems that we'll need in order to go into the next spacecraft are actually being pulled out, and we'll need to make sure that there are no issues with them. We will continue to do some post-flight testing. We have what we call instrumentation, looking at the spacecraft all over it during its journey and its return, as well as I mentioned, that very important heat shield that protects the spacecraft when it comes back into the atmosphere. We have to study it, make sure that there are no issues or concerns. And so once we finish that activity and continue and finish outfitting of our Orion for Artemis II, then we'll be ready to put our humans on. And our expectation is that can be done within a 2-year cycle.
So are you saying that perhaps as soon as 2025 or 2026, or do you want to give us a year?
Oh, no, we're trying to get there by 2024. So, we're
2024.
basically, yes, yes. So we're trying to get there by November, December of 2024. So a little bit
Okay.
less than a complete 2 years. As you know, as you mentioned, we ended up having to slip the launch a little bit, but we've gotten our spacecraft back, and so we think we have a real good shot at making the window.